Hey guys, in this video I'll be doing a little unboxing video, going over some of the stuff I bought in the last couple weeks. First thing I'm going to show you here is a Shimano Vanford 2500. It's a spinning reel. As you can see, it's a 6:0 gear ratio, has 7+1 ball bearings, weighs 6.3 ounces. I'll go ahead and open it up, show you the reel. I actually got this for one of the spinning rod that I just built on the X-ray blank. This is really the first expensive spinning reel I've ever got. Really don't fish with the spinning gear too much. I'm sure that's going to change now. This is a Daiwa Tatula CT Type R. This is going to be a left-handed retrieve reel. This is a Baitcaster. I've had one of these in the exact same gear ratio. It was another left-handed retrieve. I got it for the Dobbins Caden rod I had, but then when I sold that rod, I actually sold the reel. But I just built a new custom rod that had some red on it, and this reel kind of matches perfectly, so I went ahead and got another one. It's a 7:3:1 gear ratio. I believe it weighs something like 7.2 ounces. It's going on my Mag Heavy X-ray blank. I'll go ahead and pull that out for you. So as you can imagine, that's going to look nice on any rod that has any kind of red logos or anything on it, red wrappings on it. It's a pretty nice reel. It's a 100 size, which is about the only size I really like from Daiwa. This reel is going to go on my Mag Heavy rod, which I'll be doing some flipping and pitching with. And it's easier to have a left-hand retrieve for stuff like that. So I can flip with my right hand, which I have better accuracy at. And then I don't have to switch hands to start reeling in, which saves me some time in case there's a quick bite or anything. That's the T-wing. It's basically a souped up Daiwa Tatula CT, except this has corrosion resistant bearings, I believe. Has the Zion drag star on it. But I mostly got it just because it's going to match that rod. I'm kind of crazy about stuff like that. Next thing I got here is going to be some Costa Sunglasses. These are the Costa Tico Matte Black Blue Mirror 580G. I said the regular price $269, I believe. I'll go ahead and open them up, show them to you. Comes in this nice little hard case that they give you. Inside the hard case are your sunglasses and a cleaning cloth. These are all GoPro 8 batteries. I have a bunch of GoPro batteries from my old one, and they do work on my GoPro 8, but some of the features don't work. So I decided just to stock up on GoPro 8 batteries. Now I'll go ahead and I'll just open one for you. It comes in this big old box just for this little old battery. Same size as the last batteries. It's just they're blue at the end. And the tabs face the opposite way. And they're a little bit more expensive, about 20 bucks each. I went ahead and got 5 of those plus the one it came with. So that should do me for a pretty long kayaking trip. Plus, on top of that, I went ahead and got another one of these. I already have a Samsung 10,000 power bank, which gets the job done now, but just in case that's ever out of juice or whatever, this is double that. I haven't opened this yet. I have to say this one is a lot heavier and a lot thicker than my Samsung one. It also is twice as powerful though too. There's a couple USB ports, micro USB ports, charge your phone. I can charge my GoPro batteries. You can pretty much charge anything you want with that. Comes with a little cord, but you can take your own little phone cords or GoPro cords, whatever you need with you. Haven't really read all about this one. I'm sure there's some kind of indicator lights on it that shows how much charge you have left. At least on the Samsung one there is. Yeah, I had to get a new scale also. I was dragging my kayak through some tall grass and I had my scale in my PFD, and somehow my scale fell out and I couldn't find it. So I ended up buying a Rapala scale, and it turned out it wasn't a very good scale. So I went back and just ordered this one, which my previous version was also a Dr. Meter. They're pretty cheap, like 10-15 bucks. This is actually an updated version from the one I had last time. It lets you store up to 9 fish. And I had pretty good luck with my last one. It was pretty accurate. It lasted a while. It's small enough where I can fit it in the pocket on my PFD. There's your on-off, your unit button, and your memory button to switch from, keeps track of, like I said, up to 9 fish, I believe it is. Has a little hook on the bottom, but I always attach a fish grip to it, just to, it's a lot safer on the fish than just sticking that through a gill. Has a little spot on the back of it where you can click the hook up in it. Has a little tape measure that pulls out from the side here. Kind of hard to operate it with one hand, but this little tape measure just pulls out the side right here. You can measure your fish. I went ahead and put some batteries in it. As you can see, it's easily readable even during the daytime. I've tested it over and over again. It's always been accurate for me. It's gotten wet quite a few times on my kayaking trips and it's never failed me. Batteries seem to last a while in it. But yeah, I think this one might have cost 15 bucks. And I'd definitely rather have it over the Rapala one I got, which I think I probably paid twice as much for before I returned it. Nice little cheap scales, I think. This is a little LED hat clip. It's a little light that clips to your hat. Gives off a pretty bright light. Runs on 3 AAA batteries. As you can see, there's little clips underneath there. And I believe there's some way you can even turn that the opposite way. But I go fishing at night sometimes, and it's a lot easier than wearing a headband. Just clip it to my hat like I would my GoPro. I've been wanting to try one of those for a while, because what I usually have are these little LED headlamps. I went ahead and got a couple more of those in the process. Sometimes they come a little bit loose in the straps and don't point to really where you want to. And I just find this other little hat clip beam just a little brighter. If the beam on the light is just a little bit narrower. Yeah, couldn't go night fishing without some of this stuff though. Impossible to tie any of your baits on, your lures on, or unhook a fish, anything like that. Next item I have is some fluorocarbon line. This is Red Label Cigar. Have some 8-pound fluorocarbon and some 15-pound fluorocarbon. They're both 200-yard spools. I've never tried this fluorocarbon before. Really don't like fluorocarbon too much, especially as mainline. But some people say this is pretty decent as mainline, but I'll probably end up using it as leader or something like that. I may give it a try as mainline, but I'll definitely be using some line conditioner if I do. But these were on sale for half price off at Bass Pro Shop, so thought I'd give them a try. This is some more fishing line. This is Braided Line from Reaction Tackle. This is actually some blue color braid. I've never heard of it, never tried it. It was pretty cheap, and I always wanted to try some color line. Thought it'd match my blue rod, my blue reel setup. This is the dark blue 30-pound braid, 300-yard spool. See the color of it? Probably use this for topwater fishing for my Whopper Ploppers. For that, I'll be using my Phoenix custom built rod with blue logos and blue thread wrapping. But we'll see if it's any good or not. Next up's going to be the Whopper Plopper 60 that they just came out with. This is going to be the perch pattern. Looks like it weighs a 1/4 ounce and is 2.3 inches long. Pretty nice colors on this perch pattern here. Kind of shaped like the 75 size, but even smaller. Almost looks like a frog pattern a little bit. Frog on top, little bass shad on the side. I'm pretty sure the bass are only going to see the white bottom anyway, but whatever. I think the color and paint schemes on these lures are mostly to attract fishermen, not fish. But that's not a bad looking lure though. I'm sure it's going to catch fish. I think I now have every size of the Whopper Plopper, but I think, what is it, 190, the absolute biggest one they got. And I would never even think about throwing that one. I haven't even used my 130 yet, so definitely don't need no size 190. This is a Storm Wiggle Wart. It's the Mad Flash series. I don't think I've ever owned a Wiggle Wart, believe it or not. But then again, I've only been fishing for 3 seasons now, so it is what it is. It says this dives 7 to 18 feet. I don't know much about them, but I always thought they were like real shallow divers. Like shallow divers with a real wide wiggle. Next one is going to be a Strike King Eyed Shad. Got a few of those already. This is in 3/4 ounce. Says it's a chrome sexy shad. Nice big hooks on that one. Probably throw that in deeper lakes and reservoirs. This is the Bomber Square A Square Bill. I believe I already have one of these. It's just a different color. There's still a color on this one. Got little glitter in it. A little silver at the bottom, gold in the middle, blue on top. Eyes are pretty generic looking. I'm not sure how deep it dives, but it doesn't look like that deep of a diver, I'm sure. Hooks don't look too good, but I'll give them a chance, see how they do. Maybe sharpen them up a little bit. Nice looking color though. Color is just called Foxy on this. And I believe the depth is 0 to 3 feet. I like them real shallow divers anyway. It'd be a good river bait. Smallmouth and rock bass probably tear that up. Next thing I got are some Gamakatsu Octopus Barbless hooks. These are size 1. I've been starting to use these for my Nico rigs, wacky rigs. So far when I've used them, I haven't had any problems losing any fish. In fact, I haven't lost any fish from using barbless hooks yet. The ones I have used, they have been a little bit bigger than these size 1s. So we'll see how these smaller size ones work. But these are 25 per pack. I got a pretty good deal on them. Got a couple more packs of Strike King trailer hooks. There's 5 in each ones. You put these on your chatterbaits, spinnerbaits, buzz baits. because a lot of times they'll just the fish will bite at the blades, or they'll just miss the hook. And if you put a trailer hook on, it will increase your hookups a little bit. Next thing I got is some Googan Baits. I've only tried one other Googan Bait before. That was the Bandito Bug. They were okay. They're pretty expensive, so I usually stay away from them, but I got these on sale, and I wanted to try the Rattling Neds, so that's what these are. This is the mooncake color. Got little rattles in them. They're net for Ned rigs. Is there another brand of worms I like? I usually like throwing the 5-inch worms. These are called the Shimmy Sticks. Made by Strike King. This is baby bass color. I also like the Strike King Perfect Plastics that they make. But I forgot I bought a whole bunch of worms from Bass Pro Shop and thought I was low on worms, so I ended up getting a couple packs of worms. Got those, and I ended up getting a pack of young dingers. This is a smoked pearl. It's a different color that I don't have. Got a bunch of green pumpkin, bunch of black and blue June bug color. Got some big bite baits, 2-inch twin tail grubs here in a black color. Some more for panfish. These are 2-inch Crappie Minnows. These are June bug chartreuse color. It's made by Big Bite Baits also. Again, I'll be using these for when I go pan fishing. And I got another panfish bait. I've tried these before in a different color. They're pretty cheap, so I went ahead and got another package. They are called Slab Tubes. This is black blue chartreuse shine color. And I also went ahead and got a couple more stringers, cheap stringers made by Ozark Trail. I had a couple 6-foot ones, but I needed some longer ones. These are 25-foot, rather cheap ones from Walmart. These are also when I go like catfishing or pan fishing or something like that, and I want to tie them off beside the kayak or whatever. But that's pretty much it for my unboxing video. I think I went over everything so far. If you have any questions about something you saw or whatever, just ask away in the comment section. And as always, thanks for watching.